Hey there, good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time zone it is in your neck of the woods. We're doing swallowtail butterflies today, like the ones I'm wearing. How do you like those earrings? My best friend gave them to me. So, if you haven't joined us before, this is my 10-minute series. I'm trying to do all summer, every few days, and we're going to sketch a swallowtail butterfly that I found today on my hike. It is passed away, but there were a lot of them on the milkweeds. They're very important pollinators, and they were searching for nectar and carrying pollen to perpetuate the milkweed. And of course, they lay their eggs on there as well. And the milkweed is quite toxic. And so that has the ability to make the caterpillars toxic so they don't get eaten by predators. So, anyway, what we're doing is we're going live every few days for 10 minutes so that you can fit it into your day. Because my students often say they don't have any time to sketch. So, this series is about accountability and community support. And you can use any materials you want, or you can just watch. You can draw along with me. We are drawing this butterfly today, but you can draw again whatever you want, or just watch. The whole idea is to be together for a few minutes every day. Forget about the past and the future. Be in your right brain, your creative right brain, and draw. And go ahead and say hello in the chat box when and if you join live viewers. Tell me if you've been seeing any swallowtail butterflies or any other pollinators. I'm actually visiting a wildflower and pollinator festival this weekend where I'm going to be an art vendor. So I'm really excited about that. So anyway, let's get started. I've got my 10 minutes here. Now, we don't want to feel like we're rushing, but the whole idea is just to show you that you can fit sketching into your daily routine. And once you're done with that 10 minutes, I'd like you to just take a deep breath and think about whether you feel better, whether you feel more relaxed, lower stress levels. And of course, you're welcome to keep working on your sketch more. Okay, so yeah, we got some live people coming in. So let's get started. I'm just going to do an outline with my pencil. And then as usual, I'm going to use my charcoals because they show up really well. So this is a Western tiger swallowtail. And let me make this larger so you don't have to see me anymore. There you go. And I'm going to make that larger. Okay. I don't know if those words are upside down and backwards for you, but they are for me. So the screen is flipped. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to keep that up there where you can see it. So you can see this individual lost a couple wings. I'm not sure if this is a male or a female, but it is a Western tiger salamander. I mean, Western tiger swallowtail. Okay, let's start our timer. Okay, so I'm going to draw it larger so that you can see it. I got a body area and then the wings kind of going like this. So I like to just kind of get my area here. And I do this kind of alla prima is what landscape painters call it, where you're just kind of drawing what you see quickly and not doing really any erasing, just going for it. And I just kind of darken up my lines. And you can't really see, but yeah, there's a forewing and a back wing, and the swallow tail. It's like a swallow bird, if you know what those are. We actually have 6 or 7 species actually of swallows here in Oregon. I'm coming to you from Oregon. Okay, so that's my outline. And then insects, of course, have a head, and they've got some really big eyes. And this one, it's lost its antennae, but let's not forget about those. And so then they also have a proboscis, and that's their long tongue, and it's curled up usually, but we're just going to kind of show it there. And then they got that head, and then they have a thorax, and then they have an abdomen. Yeah, this one's a little squished. And then they've got some legs. You can't really see them because, again, they've kind of broken off. So we don't have to get too in the weeds with the legs. We don't have a lot of time. We want to mainly focus on this. On this. I'm going to move this over like that. Feel like I need to get a little bit more room here so that I can make this bigger. And then it's kind of, again, he's not in great shape, but they have this edge. And then it goes like this, and that swallowtail part. Okay, I think I'm going to move on. Now I'm going to start shading. And what I do is I just add a little shadow, little bit everywhere. And then I add some patterns. We don't really have very many highlights and shadows on this guy like we have in past. And later on, if you want to watch the playlist on YouTube, you can see the other things we've done so far, including seashells and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I like to just get a little bit of color everywhere. It would be fun to work in colored pencils, but that would take us all day. But often I will do a first sketch in just black and white. So I'm just going to smooth this out. So I love working in charcoals, especially when I'm teaching, because you can see it better. So of course they have 2 pairs of wings, but we are only seeing one because the other one broke off. And we are seeing the outside because the inside is more pale. Okay, we still have 5 minutes. So I got a little bit of graphite everywhere. Now they have all these lines, and that would take me a long time to get exact, but they have these lines, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Ha ha ha, get it? That's pretty funny. But if you were a lepidopterist, that's someone who studies butterflies, you'd want to be really sure that you knew where all of these veins and cells were. All the little areas between the veins are called cells. So that's very particular to each species. So anyway, now I'm going to start darkening some things up. The eyes would have maybe a little highlight. And then let me get the eyes and the antennae and the proboscis. And then we have some the thorax. And then all of these patterns. I think they're called the tiger swallowtail because they have these various stripes on them like a tiger. And yeah, they got 3 pairs of wings. 3 pairs of legs, but we're not going to get too in the weeds about that. Okay. And now just going to do a nice outline, and then you can tell mine's not that accurate, but the whole idea, my philosophy about drawing is that you learn a lot just by looking at something long enough to draw, even if your drawing isn't very accurate. Okay, now I'm going to start adding some of those tiger stripes. And yeah, so there's some different tiger stripes going on here. And so And yeah, we're just quote unquote winging it because these would be pretty specific to a various species. And there's all these little yellow parts that we want to kind of keep. Oh yeah, there's yellow parts. Lots of those. Yeah, so again, if you want to keep working on this more, you can write down the name, the Western swallowtail butterfly, so that you can look up some pictures or you can take a screenshot. So just a couple more minutes. How's mine looking? I don't draw butterflies that often. I probably should if I want to learn more about them. I prefer beetles, and hopefully this summer I'll find a cool beetle that we can sketch together. How's that sound? Oops, some of these go farther, don't they? Oops, that one goes farther. So the more you look at something, the more you can see. How's that looking? That's okay. Might want to make it look like he's flying. And later on, if you want to put a flower, like I said, the ones I've seen locally here in central or southern Oregon have been really enjoying the milkweeds. Give them a little bit more of a point. So yeah, how's that looking? All right, Askmer says, watching while you're working, I will go back and sketch this later. I love sketching butterflies. Watching your 10-minute sketches lowers my stress in the middle of my workday. Thank you so much. So I just hope that these can prove to you that it's amazing how much you can get done in 10 minutes and how much you can get relaxed. It doesn't take a lot of time. So I hope we've a little bit honored the life of this butterfly. I might use my fun Uniposca pen to give a little bit of a highlight on the eye. How's that? That's kind of fun. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a highlight. A couple just highlights here and there. Anyway, I don't want to rush. Like I said, the idea isn't to rush. The idea is to just show that you can enjoy just 10 minutes of sketching. And again, if you want to watch the previous ones on the YouTube channel playlist, these are all the ones we've done so far. This is my new series. So go ahead and check those out if you have 10 minutes a day. And I hope to see you again soon someday. And do please click the share button to share these with any nature-loving creatives that you know. And also subscribe and click the follow button or the notifications button, all of that stuff. Okay, I gotta go. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye.